Hi, it's Esther here, Miss Esther to some of you, and it's time to do workshop 3. In workshop 3 we'll be bringing together workshop 1 with workshop 2, so collage exploration with the observational drawing workshop. So for this workshop you'll need all the materials that you did for the collage. You'll need some glue and different materials to play with. Collage is sticking down fabric, photographs, paper, any type of material that you can stick down to make an image, or you can use it as a background to paint over. In this session we're using collage to add into the drawings that we did in workshop 2. If you didn't draw in workshop 2, if you did the rubbing around a leaf or a shape activity, that's absolutely fine. And if you haven't done either of those 2 workshops, it totally doesn't matter, you can still do this one. So coming up are lots of different ways of working and different ideas based on different starting points. We work together in the art room. I always ask you, who's the most important person in the room? You normally say that I am, and just a reminder that I always say to you, you are, because it's all about your creativity, your self-expression, what you want to show me of how you see the world and how you think about things. So enjoy it. Be a friend to yourself and praise yourself, because you know I would be praising you if I were with you. The words "I don't like it" are pretty much banned in the art sessions. You always have to give me a reason, so remember that. If you think, oh, I'm not sure where this is going, or I don't like where this is going, start thinking about why. What's not of interest to you? What did you expect it to do? What can you change about your artwork? What can you add into it? What's really, really interesting that you didn't expect? You should always really have something unexpected happen. That's the enjoyable thing, for me anyway, about making. So remember, you're very important. I miss you all greatly and can't wait to see you. Let's get started. Let's make some art together. Is a little animation done by my son to demonstrate the outline of a shape, and that we're going to be sticking things into a shape. Those of you with small paws who maybe did the leaf rubbing activity, have a look at the middle of this video. There's a collage activity just for you. In this first demonstration video, I looked for inspiration at a picture of an onion cut in half my daughter had done. I worked on 2 sheets of A4 paper stuck together and scaled up her small drawing onto that A3 paper, so you can see how big it is compared to the initial sketch. I drew it out and then I just started cutting the shapes I saw and sticking them down. Then I thought about adding colour, and at the beginning I'd done 2 types of collage, and I really liked some of the browns and yellows in the first one. I wanted to work as well a bit in blues, so I put those 2 things together. And remember, this is an exploration still, there's no real rules for it, it's just what you think might be interesting or might work. Then I started to draw back in with the pastels and pen, and looked back at some of the pattern making I'd done. It was really fun to do, really interesting. What I like about art is that it takes over and goes in a different direction. I definitely made something that I didn't expect to make. So a different artist and maker, but the same processes. Choosing small drawings from workshop 2, making them bigger, scaling them up. And collage on top of your drawing, or you can just start off by cutting shapes and collaging straight away without the drawing underneath. What materials will you use to collage with? Will it be shiny foil, pieces of tissue, patterned paper? Think about what colours you'd like to use. Are they going to be bold colours, strong colours, soft colours? In this workshop, you start off just by ripping up sheets of paper and arranging them. I arranged mine in a radial pattern, which means you put a dot in the middle of a piece of paper and then stick all your pieces so they come outwards. I then decided to put a circle around it. What colours are you going to paint the shape that you make with your ripped pieces of paper? Are you going to do dots or lines on top of your blocks of paint colour? You can draw back in with pastels. You can make the shape stand out and add lots of lines or other patterns that you are interested in. You could add a really strong dynamic colour. And if you're using pastels, smudge back into it. I used my fingers to add some paint on top. And I went over the lines I'd already made. This is the last demonstration of someone making a piece of collage and drawn artwork. A similar process, choosing from images from workshop 2. These images were drawn from newspapers. Scaling it up, that means making it much bigger. The bigger your image, the easier it is to collage into. Will you use complementary colours, like purple and yellow? Will you have one central image in your work or lots of small images around your page? What pattern making will you apply? How will you use the pastels and the paint to add to your drawn image? What size will your scaling up be? How big can you make your initial images? How will you add collage to your image? Will it be a border around it? Or will you go over or into your drawn image? My advice is not to stop, to keep pushing forward and see what happens. Thank you for watching workshop 3. In workshop 4, we're going to be moving into sculpture, making something three-dimensional at home. See you then.